Do you want to walk strong at 90? It starts here. Imagine this. You're walking through your neighborhood on a crisp morning. The leaves are changing, the sun is soft, and your steps are steady. No cane, no walker, no help, just you, moving freely, upright and confident even in your 80s, even into your 90s. Is that really possible? For many people, the answer seems like a distant dream. Maybe you've already been told that slowing down is normal. That stiffness in your knees, that unsteadiness when you stand up, that constant fatigue in your legs, all of it just part of aging. But what if that wasn't entirely true? What if your body isn't giving up? It's just missing something. The truth is, most people over 60 are unknowingly deficient in the exact nutrients that keep their legs strong, their bones solid, and their muscles responsive. And it doesn't show up all at once. It begins quietly, in a slower stride, in muscles that don't bounce back, in tiny stumbles you brush off, until one day the cane is no longer optional. But here's the good news. You're not too late. Not even close. There are 6 powerful vitamins that can help you stay mobile, strong, and balanced long into your later years. These aren't magic pills or empty promises. They're essential nutrients your body once had plenty of and now needs more than ever. And no, this isn't about swallowing a handful of supplements. It's about understanding what your body is silently asking for and giving it back what time and lifestyle may have taken away. So if you still want to travel, garden, dance, or simply walk through your home without fear, this video is for you. Because the best time to protect your independence isn't when the cane is already in your hand. It's today. Let's begin this journey together, one step and one vitamin at a time. The hidden truth about aging and why your legs may be losing strength. No one really talks about it. That quiet fear that creeps in when you notice your balance isn't what it used to be. That moment when you hesitate before getting out of a chair, when stairs feel longer, when a short walk feels like a long journey. Most people assume it's just age catching up, but behind those slow steps and aching joints, there's often something deeper. A quiet depletion happening inside your body. And it doesn't start with a dramatic fall or a sudden collapse. It begins at the cellular level, long before your legs ever feel weak. You see, as we get older, our ability to absorb vital nutrients from food decreases. The digestive system becomes less efficient. Hormonal changes affect how we store and use vitamins. Medications, even the common ones for blood pressure or cholesterol, can interfere with nutrient absorption. And appetite often changes too. We eat less or avoid foods that used to nourish us. So little by little, the body begins to run on empty, especially the muscles and bones. They don't scream for help. They just quietly stop supporting you the way they used to. You might think you're just getting older. But what's really happening is that your body is working with fewer and fewer resources, trying to hold you up, trying to keep you moving, even when it's missing what it needs most. It's not about weakness. It's about depletion. And that's where the right vitamins make all the difference. Not because they're trendy, but because they're foundational, like beams in a house. You can't see them, but when they're missing, everything starts to sag. This isn't a message of fear. It's a message of awareness and hope. Because once you understand what your body truly needs, you can start giving it back the tools it lost. You can rebuild strength, regain confidence, and most importantly, walk into your later years not with fear, but with purpose. In the next part, we'll begin with the first vitamin, the one most essential to keeping your posture upright, your joints aligned, and your steps strong. Vitamin 1, the silent architect of strong bones and upright posture. There's something beautiful about someone who still stands tall in their 70s or 80s, not just physically, but in spirit. They walk into a room and you notice there's a quiet strength in their presence, and often you think they must have always been strong. But the truth is that strength doesn't come from the gym. It comes from how they've nourished their foundation over the years. And at the heart of that foundation is one powerful, often overlooked vitamin, vitamin D. You may have heard about it in the context of sunshine, the sunshine vitamin. But its role in your body is far deeper than most people realize. Vitamin D acts like a key that unlocks your body's ability to absorb calcium, the mineral your bones are built from. Without enough vitamin D, all the calcium in the world won't help. Your bones remain brittle, your posture slouches, and your legs begin to lose the support they need. But this vitamin does more than strengthen bones. It supports muscle contraction, which means every time you lift your foot, push off a step, or get up from a chair, vitamin D is quietly helping your body do it with control and balance. It also plays a role in immune health, mood stability, and even the prevention of chronic inflammation, something that slowly wears down your joints from the inside out. The problem as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. We also spend more time indoors. And if we live in northern climates or wear sunscreen often, which is important, our natural intake drops even further. Many older adults are walking around with dangerously low levels and don't even know it. But when you replenish it, when you restore what your body has been silently asking for, something shifts. You feel steadier. Your legs don't tire as quickly. You stand up a little straighter. You take a deeper breath. It's not a miracle. It's a return to balance. So before you blame aging, before you assume you're just getting old, ask yourself, have I fed the foundation? Vitamin D might be the most powerful gift you give your body today. Not just for your bones, but for every step you hope to take tomorrow. Vitamin 2, the defender against falls and fragile bones. If you've ever felt that subtle fear of falling, even just once, you know how it changes everything. Suddenly, the stairs feel steeper. You pause before stepping off a curb. You stop reaching for things on the top shelf. And little by little, your world becomes smaller. Not because you're weak, but because you're cautious. But here's the truth. The fear of falling isn't just about confidence. It's about bone strength. And behind that strength is one quiet, crucial vitamin, vitamin K2. You see, most people know about calcium. Some even take supplements thinking it will protect them from fractures and breaks. But calcium without proper direction can end up in the wrong places. In your arteries, in your joints, even in soft tissue where it does more harm than good. That's where vitamin K2 comes in. Think of K2 as a traffic controller for calcium. It tells calcium where to go, into your bones where it's needed, and away from places where it can be dangerous. Without it, all that calcium might still leave your bones brittle and your risk of falling injuries high. But with K2, your body starts reinforcing its frame in the right way, solidifying your bones, increasing density, and quietly restoring the strength that allows you to move with certainty again. And here's something most people don't know. K2 works best when paired with vitamin D. Together, they form a kind of protective alliance. One opens the door for calcium, the other guides it home. And when both are present, the result isn't just stronger bones, it's safer movement. More confidence, fewer hesitations. So if you've caught yourself avoiding certain movements lately, if you've held onto furniture when walking across the room, or if someone you love has fallen and you worry you might be next, vitamin K2 might be the piece you didn't know you were missing. Not a magic cure, not a replacement for exercise or balance, but a foundation builder, one that quietly gives you the support your bones have been craving all along. Because strength after 60 doesn't always look like lifting weights. Sometimes it looks like walking without fear. Vitamin 3, the muscle healer that keeps you moving. Think back to a time when your legs felt strong, when a walk around the park didn't require rest, when getting out of bed in the morning wasn't a slow process of waiting for your body to catch up. That strength wasn't just youth, it was muscle. And the quiet secret is, you can still have it. But here's what often goes unspoken. As we age, our muscles naturally shrink. The medical term is sarcopenia, a gradual loss of muscle mass and function. It starts slowly, even invisibly, but over time, it's the reason why everyday tasks start to feel harder. And if you've ever skipped a few days of movement, you might notice it takes longer to bounce back. That's where vitamin B12 steps in. Vitamin B12 is like the spark plug in your muscle engine. It helps your body produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen to every muscle. Without enough oxygen, your muscles tire faster. They ache, they recover slower, and over time, they shrink. But B12 doesn't stop there. It also supports nerve function. That means it helps your brain and your muscles talk to each other. When you want to lift your leg, bend your knee, or hold your balance, it's B12 that helps send the signal quickly and clearly. Now here's the catch. After 60, your body struggles to absorb B12 from food. Even if you eat well, even if you're healthy, your stomach's natural acid, which is needed to unlock B12, begins to decrease. The result? Millions of older adults are unknowingly deficient. And the signs? They're subtle. Weakness, numbness, fatigue, a strange sense that your legs just don't respond the way they used to. But when you restore B12 through food or supplements or doctor-guided care, something amazing happens. You begin to recover faster after walks. You feel steadier when standing. Your legs don't feel like they're dragging behind you. They begin to feel alive again. This isn't about running marathons. It's about preserving the strength to reach the mailbox, to climb a few stairs, to get off the floor if you fall. It's about dignity and the power to move through life on your terms. So if you've been feeling slower, weaker, or less steady, don't just blame age. Ask yourself, am I giving my muscles what they need to heal? Because your body is listening, and it's never too late to speak back with care. Vitamin 4, the protector of balance and nerve strength. Have you ever stood up too quickly and suddenly felt like the room moved? Have you ever walked down a hallway and reached out just in case? Or maybe you've noticed your reactions aren't as sharp as they used to be. A slight stumble here, a missed step there. These moments are not always just clumsiness. Often, they're signs that your nervous system is quietly calling for help. And one of the most powerful nutrients for that system is something many have forgotten about: vitamin E. Most people think of vitamin E as a skin supplement, something to keep wrinkles away. But inside your body, it plays a far more essential role. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting the cells of your nervous system from damage. It keeps the communication between your brain and your limbs clear and quick. It helps maintain the myelin sheath, the protective covering around your nerves, which acts like insulation on a wire. Without that protection, messages from your brain take longer to reach your muscles. You don't just slow down, you lose coordination. And in aging bodies, where even a small delay in balance can mean a dangerous fall, this matters more than ever. But there's more. Vitamin E also supports circulation, ensuring your muscles and joints receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. It reduces inflammation, which quietly damages nerve tissue over time. And it supports eye health, because what you see and how fast your brain responds is part of how you stay upright. Here's the quiet truth. A lack of vitamin E doesn't cause pain. It doesn't scream. It just weakens your body's internal communication system until one day you realize you don't trust your balance anymore. But when restored, when your nervous system is nourished, you feel the difference. You walk more confidently. You recover faster from movements. You stop second-guessing your next step. And most importantly, you begin to feel at home in your body again. So the next time you brush off a moment of imbalance, pause. It might not be just age. It might be your body asking for a little support. And vitamin E might just be the quiet ally you didn't know you needed. Vitamin 5, the natural inflammation fighter that protects your joints. Pain has a way of stealing more than just comfort. It steals your desire to walk. It makes you hesitate before stepping outside. It turns everyday movement into a quiet negotiation between what you want to do and what your body will allow. For many people over 60, that pain lives in the joints, the knees that ache in the morning, the hips that whisper in protest when you stand too long, the stiffness that follows you like a shadow. And often, it's not just wear and tear, it's inflammation. That's where vitamin C comes in. Yes, the same vitamin known for fighting colds also fights something far deeper, the slow-burning fire inside your joints. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. It neutralizes free radicals, unstable molecules that damage tissues, inflame joints, and accelerate aging from the inside out. But more than that, it's essential for producing collagen, the protein that gives your joints, tendons, and ligaments flexibility and strength. Without enough collagen, every step puts stress on your joints. And over time, the cartilage, the cushion between your bones, wears thin. That's when pain begins. Not because you move too much, but because the foundation of movement has been left unsupported. Vitamin C also helps repair tissue after small injuries, the kind that happen daily as we age. A stumble, a long walk, a twist, your body can bounce back more quickly when it has what it needs to heal. But here's what's surprising. Many older adults are mildly deficient in vitamin C and don't know it. Appetite changes, limited diets, medication side effects, they all play a role. And while scurvy is rare, the signs of subtle deficiency are common. Slower healing, more aches, more inflammation. When you replenish this vitamin, the change can be quiet but powerful. You begin to move more freely. The morning stiffness fades faster. That dull pain that used to follow every step, it softens. And suddenly, the thought of walking doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like freedom again. Because pain is not something you're meant to endure quietly. And vitamin C isn't just for immunity. It's a quiet warrior for your joints, protecting the rhythm of your days. Vitamin 6, the guardian of your mind, your mood, and your will to keep moving. Sometimes what holds us back isn't the body, it's the mind. It's that quiet whisper that says, "I'm too old now. It's too late to change anything. This is just how it is." But what if that voice wasn't your true self? What if it was your brain asking for help? Aging doesn't just affect muscles and bones. It touches memory, mood, motivation. And here's where one last powerful vitamin steps in. Vitamin B9, also known as folate. Folate is essential for brain function. It supports the production of neurotransmitters, those chemical messengers that regulate how you think, feel, and respond to the world. Without enough folate, your brain chemistry shifts. You may feel foggy, forgetful, easily overwhelmed, less emotionally resilient. But perhaps most quietly, you lose the inner spark that once pushed you to try, to move, to live. And this isn't just emotional. Low folate has been linked to cognitive decline, depression in older adults, and even increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. The irony is heartbreaking. You could be doing everything else right, eating well, staying active, and still feel like something inside is slipping. But when folate is restored, either through food like leafy greens or gentle supplementation under a doctor's care, it doesn't just lift mood, it revives clarity. It brings back that quiet courage to face each day with strength. Because staying mobile, walking freely into your 90s, isn't just about the body. It's about belief, and belief lives in the mind. So if you've been feeling slower in thought or sadder for no reason, if you've stopped setting goals or dreaming about future travels, don't ignore it. Your body might not be giving up. It might just be waiting for your brain to catch up. And vitamin B9 might be the gentle nudge that helps you begin again. So here we are, 6 quiet helpers, 6 vitamins, each with their own story. Not loud, not glamorous, but powerful. They don't promise miracles, they don't erase time, but they do something far more meaningful. They restore what aging slowly takes: strength, balance, clarity, courage. Because walking without a cane into your 90s isn't just about health, it's about walking toward life with dignity, with presence, and with hope. And if no one's told you this lately, you are not too old to take care of yourself. You are not too far gone to feel better. And you're not invisible. Every small step you take to nourish your body, to listen to its needs, to believe in your own vitality, is a step toward freedom. Now, I want to invite you to take one more small step. If this video touched you, if it reminded you of someone you love, if it made you feel just a little more seen today, please subscribe to Golden Pathways. This is a place for people who don't want to age quietly. It's for those who believe there's still more ahead, not less. We create each video with care, with knowledge, and with deep respect for your journey. So let's keep walking it together, stronger, wiser, braver. Until next time, take care of your body, and it just might carry you farther than you ever imagined.